Hi guys, how are you doing? Today we are carrying out another lawn renovation, one of many. Let me show you around. So we are scarifying, aerating, overseeding and top dressing, as long as we can get the aerator through the little gap at the side of the house. It is mossy. It is very, very mossy, so there's going to be a considerable amount of waste that comes out of this. So we're going to be going heavy. So we've got the main section here, and then we have this little strip here, and then it continues round to the side, just up, and a small strip around the greenhouse. So what we've got here are some wild violets, and they're very difficult to kill with selective weed killers. So you've got a couple of choices. You can come with some Roundup a few weeks before and kill them off, or you can just dig them out with little hand trowels, folks. They've got little spade shaped leaves, and basically in the heat the pods sort of swell up and snap, crackle open, make a funny noise. So we need to get these out because, like I say, they're very hard to kill. So we'll get these out and then we'll crack on. Look at this, chafer grubs. So I've got to talk to the customer now. They've actually got some chafer grubs in the lawn. Literally, we have dug several holes and there are numerous chafer grubs in the lawn. So we're going to do a good scarify, then everything is exposed, and then we're going to put an application of turf solve on. Turf solve will help. There's no guarantees with anything in life these days. Most pesticides are now banned. We only have organic products like nematodes. Turf solve, if you apply it when the grubs are high up in the soil profile near the roots, you will have success because it kind of smothers them, and it's got to be watered in. So this is a great time to do it once we've scarified. Cup of coffee, biscuit, just what you want when it's raining and windy and horrible. Now the reason we scarify is to remove spongy layer. You know, when you get a sponge, you're washing your face or anything, it holds water, doesn't it? And then it starts to slowly drip out the bottom. The more you put in, the more it starts to drip. So thatch is a build-up of organic material over years, over months, over years. It just builds up, and it's little bits of grass that fall down. It's dead organic matter that breaks down, doesn't quite fully break down. It builds up like a thatched roof on top of the ground, in and amongst the blades of grass, and that stops aerating and nutrients from getting down to where it needs to be, which is around the roots. This is why your lawn starts to deteriorate. I recommend you Scarify, which is raking anything that's above the ground twice a year to keep it tip top. It's a beautiful little corner of the world, this. Nice little section. We've got some chickens over there, little veggie plot, field beyond there. It's just a beautiful little shed, electrics, water outside, sink. How nice is this? You know, you're lost in your own little place up here. So let's get this lawn looking great for them. Okay, second Scarify done, cleaned up, raked each pile. After I've bagged it up, I've raked around each pile to get as much up as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 bags, 14 bags, 24 bags. So I'm going to mow now, that'll fill another bag, so about 25 bags worth of thatch. So before I get on with the mow, I'm just hand scarifying a few bits of moss where the Scarify wouldn't reach due to the undulations in the lawn, and it's certain areas where it just can't reach, namely along that edge and down here. I think there's 1 or 2 little bits in the main lawn as well, so I'm just going to tackle those, and I think there's a strip at the top there.
Goosebumps to my skin. Tonight.
If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel.
Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw
So we finished the aeration, we put some turf salve on, and I just filled in a couple of patches up there using the manual aerator from J&J. So now we're going to be overseeding, and we're going over the lawn several times with this little drop spreader, putting seed onto the lawn, and then we'll start the top dressing. So we've had a little bit of a tidy round, just put a few things away, took things down to the front, and we've got a load of bags of top dressing, compost, I call it top dressing because I'm putting it on top of seed. Some people call top dressing something for leveling up. It's basically, for me, when I say top dressing, I mean compost or soil on top of seed with the purpose of covering the seed. If it's compost, it gets some good organic matter into the ground, always worth doing when you've aerated the lawn. If it's topsoil, it's just good all round.
Cigar helps me slow down, thinking back to all I loved and lost. My heart is full and aching strong, so I'll throw another log on the fire. Let it burn.
Okay guys, all done. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. That is all done. It is a lot more difficult when it's raining because everything gets muddy and claggy, but it's still doable. If you're a business, then sometimes you have no choice. There are hundreds of birds on this lawn and they are going to get some of the seeds. Go on, go on. So we're all done. I'm just going to use the loop to work it in. The roller, because it's getting wet, the top dressing is sticking to the roller, and what's happening, it's lifting it off, so we can't roll it in. So I'm just going to use the loop to work it in and work it down, and that is it. So I'll get tidied up. Just want to say thanks very much for watching. It needed doing. Like I say, the customer does open gardens for charity a little bit later on in spring, so he's going to be going right through the borders very shortly, but he needed the lawn doing, so it's to the next one. See you again. Thanks a lot. Right guys, so I have an update on this lawn, which was renovated 4-5 weeks ago. I'm just going to show you and let it speak for itself. It's had a mow. Take a look at this. What do you think? This was seriously scarified, and I was in a serious mood when I scarified. Yeah, we scarified it heavily. They had some grub issues down here, so we put some turf solve on to try and contain that. But I am so pleased with this. This has come through. There's still a few little bits not fully there yet, but by and large, considering we've had really dull, dreary weather for the past 4 or 5 weeks, apart from a few odd occasions, this has come through in leaps and bounds. And you'll remember, well, you'll see now how good this is all looking. And we even put some fresh seed down here. It's taking a bit longer, but it is starting to come through. As you can see, it all comes round, and pretty much it's all just come back, and customer is actually over the moon. This section we didn't do a thing. This is the customer's own section. As you can see, the area which has not been done. So we did down the side of here and round the back. Now these won't be as good because of the amount of shade and lack of light, but you can tell it's all fresh and nice and new and happy, and it is starting to come through. So overall, this has been another fantastic result. I am buzzing, absolutely buzzing with the result. It just shows you really what a difference it makes when you've got the temperatures and the sunlight. I went back to look at another one this morning, and the section near her house is in shade considerably, and it's really thin, and it's really thin, and a couple of bits aren't fully through. So we may have to go and put a few more seeds on that, but I've said to the lady, give it another couple of weeks and let's see what it's like and take it from there. So thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. You'll see more videos like this. Alright, thanks for watching. See you again.
You can set the arc of how far it's going to reach and the density of the waterfall, and it just chugs its way around and back. So what I've done is I've used this in a combination with this timer. I won't turn it on because you'll get sopping wet. So that just runs for 15 minutes. That's what I set it to. And then after 15 minutes it stops, and if I've forgotten or whatever, I can just trot back outside, move it to the next location, give it another 15 minutes, and if it takes all day to water the lawn ain't going to notice.
So that's brilliant.
And
so
it works beautifully.
Yeah. See, I've always recommended to customers to water by hand for the first few weeks in case it actually moves some of the seeds, but this seems to have done the trick.
If I turn that round that way, there's a starting point. I'm going to ask you to stand back.
Oh. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? It's nice and light.
It doesn't make a puddle underneath itself.
Yeah.
But I will turn it off because I'm
so that's from where? Waterirrigation.com.
They do amazing amounts of products.
Okay, so this does look really good.
All that green star stuff that you sit in and it pops up.
Yeah.
They sell all that.
And obviously, I'm not going to touch them, but it's these two arms, isn't it, that adjust the arc?
That controls the arc, but if you lift this up, so that's to use the arc.
Yeah.
If you lift this up, it just goes around and around and around. And that's how I use it, because it does the beds and it does the lawn.